So they started cleaning and breaking down the other field, so wanted to go snake side, and I got to be quick because some of the other guys are wanting to do drills here. So coming out this way, the snake side can does have a good shot, like we talked about in the Dorito side video, into, you know, you have to be quick going into the into that little wedge, but you also have this shot here, like we talked about in the middle video, into that Aztec. So they have eyes this way to be able to see what's going on. The other side of this is that you do have a really good shot shooting into the snake corner, but also into the snake. So this way you're able to see what's happening. So like, remember we talked about in the other video, this can see the entrance of the snake. This guy can do the same thing, and if you time it right, look and see how it is they're setting up on the box. And I was able to shoot the snake corner that way as well. So I was able to shoot the snake corner. I actually should have stayed here, something that I noticed. I tried to come up into the wedge, I'm sorry, into the brick, but it wasn't working as well. So you do have a little bit of a shot into the Dorito side, but you're pretty safe. The only time you'd really have to worry is if they get into the 50 Dorito, because they can wrap and shoot into this way. So, you know, if someone is trying to make a move to the inside, you have some moves here, but it's not anything that's going to be super fantastic for them to like really get you. But you know, maybe there's a team that keeps trying to come up through this no man's land and they're able to shoot through here. You just want to make sure that you're just mindful of that. So this shot here is great to be able to stop those guys. And actually these cans, if you have it where they're crossed, you can actually do a pretty good job of holding the different sides here. So just something to think about with that. All right, so sorry for that weird cut. Someone was still wanting to do some drills, so had to wait for that to be done. But let's continue on this snake side here. So coming out to this would essentially be, you know, the God bunker, the insert going into the snake. Technically, the can does have a shot into here. If you're able to get there quick enough to shoot into here, it's going to be difficult just because, you know, they're running and you're having to run and gun across and, you know, get the first couple balls through here. But if you practice that, it could be good. I wouldn't recommend this. You do have some shots into that that 30 Dorito, the little Dorito, but it's not really that super beneficial, I wouldn't say, because other people can do it. But just know that if maybe those other people get shot, you do have that shot there. Coming across, remember what I was telling you about that can in the other video, for that would have been the middle. They do have this shot through here, so you can at least stop the snake from entering, or at least see the snake from entering, see the snake enter. You can also, from the other can, shoot through here like what we were just talking about. So it's a couple guys that you have to watch out for. Of course, your heads up bunker, if there's someone in there, you'd be able to see that. Now, something that you might want to try, I don't know where this would bounce, but shooting off that pin, I'm wondering if maybe that might skip back into one of those three bunkers. Just something to try out. Let's go into the corner first. So for the snake corner, again, you have some shots on the Dorito side. I would probably use this more as a wrap to help out your snake, so stopping people from filling out. You can see that the snake corner is inset, so that means that the outside of the snake goes further out, so you can't really shoot down the wire. You can't stop the snake from moving. So this is not a bunker that you want to get to help your snake stay alive, because they can come all the way down and maybe shoot someone Dorito side or in the middle and then trade with your snake, and you didn't do anything. You didn't help at all. So if you're coming over to here, I would probably say, just looking at this kind of first impressions and playing a couple points on it, that when you come out to here, if they're only at the God bunker or the can, you know, that brick or the can, you could come here to sit here and be able to shoot and kind of roll off and be able to help out with kind of controlling these guys to help your snake get across. When you're here, getting into the snake, once you're here, I don't really see a point in shooting inside here. Your goal is probably going to be just getting into the snake too, but the issue is this gap. So you have that can shoot here, the God can shoot here, the back tower can also shoot here, and that wedge. So there's a lot of guys that can shoot this way, so you really need to make sure that you are checking off where is it that that they're at. So if you know that there's that wedge, you need to ask, hey, are they looking snake way or looking Dorito way? If they're at these other ones, which way are they looking? If they're looking Dorito way, take this move. The other one is this this brick. You got to be careful of that guy and that brick. So you can see there's a whole lot of issues for the snake player. Once you make this gap though, I don't know if I would necessarily want to stay here, just because you're playing a very small bunker, and it's not like you're really gaining a whole lot, because even if you wrap, you're blocked out. So just go ahead and crawl up, get to the point that you're able to actually maybe be able to do something. If they're at the brick, you have that shot. If they're at the 50 wedge, you have that shot. You could pop the top, maybe catch those players. The better shot's actually gonna be here to wrap and shoot those players. Now, looking at the wire, they have to step out to shoot you. So if you stay low, you might actually be able to stay low and crawl up into this other snake here. This brick and this tower can still see this move. So this outside, they should still be able to drop it over the top. So you want to be careful of that, but if you can stay underneath and there isn't anyone in there, you might be okay. I don't even think that that Aztec is going to be able to shoot that, because you're going to be safe here as you crawl up. When you get up into the snake 4, looking inside, I mean, you can catch the Aztec. I would say better move is to come here and start wrapping, because then you can start picking up. If the Dorito is looking the tape way, you have some other shots here. You have the inside, and then as you crawl up, you have to be careful of this gap. You can see that guy there. And once you get here, be careful of this bounce. I'm not sure exactly from where, but someone's gonna be able to shoot this pin to bounce off into here. If you start hearing that bounce, it might be good just to back up and play the outside, or just, hey, they're shooting the bounce or someone's doing something, just stay alive. You're gonna be an issue here because they have to worry about you. You're so far up the field that you need to make sure, or they need to make sure that you're contained. Don't forget about this inside move. Remember, we talked about people can't really see you. There's some people that can, but like the this tower can't see because of this brick, can't see the move into the snake here. So maybe you're at that tower and you dive across into here to shoot this other tower. You crawl up to here, boop, he's gone. So you do have some good shots here. Just be careful of this bounce shot. If you start hearing it, just be careful. There's someone's gonna be able to shoot that pin and it's gonna be able to bounce in. So the other thing is, once you start to wrap, that's when you're really gonna be able to start getting some shots on the Dorito side and into the middle, just like any other bunker. So that is the snake side for the MVPS, for the opener, for the season opener. At least this way, someone actually mentioned like, hey Greg, where's the video? And yeah, I hadn't done one, so here it is. And sorry that the audio might have been a little bit weird. I'm actually using a different camera than normal, so at least it's something that I can get out for you guys and help break this field down. So thanks everyone for the support, and as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.